How do we know that the ocean is friendly? It waves. Wow, back to school just really came up too fast, didn't it? For those of you that are already back to school, I'm sorry. And for those of you that have been like me and just like putting blinders on and pretending it's not happening, I'm sorry to bring this video to you. However, every year I always find some really interesting and unique like Amazon gadgets and stuff that I want to test out and see if it's just gonna make the process of like lunches and just going back to school in general just more appealing. So whether you're sending other people back to school or you yourself are going back to school, I found a whole variety and we're gonna test them out today. And I was starting in the kitchen because like that's where we're at. And also if you're a parent, you know how much of a struggle creating lunch. You know what? Actually, this is universal. You know what sucks? Creating lunches. This isn't just like a parent problem. This is an everyone problem. But there's just something extra fun about having to create not only your own lunch, but also the lunch of the small humans that you take care of. And I like trying all these like fun and different things. Like I've tried like some of those cutters, stampers for like cucumbers and stuff. And they're fun. They're just like a fun little extra thing that we'll do every once in a while to make things a little bit more special. But I saw this first one and I don't understand how this works. And it's this like hard-boiled egg mold. It has all these like really fun shapes and things like that. So like for example, the bear. And basically you're supposed to put in like a hard-boiled egg in here, shelled obviously, and then close it up, and then while it like cools down, it'll solidify into that form. And there's just something about that that really amuses me. And I don't really understand how this is going to work in my favor. So I actually boiled a bunch of eggs and I washed a couple of the different molds. Ah, my eggs are done! Okay, I have to do this while they're still fairly hot, like just cooked. So first we need to drain. So hot. I don't know how I'm supposed to handle these like really, really hot. Maybe I can cool them down a little bit. Okay, so I have all my molds here and now I'm gonna do this one at a time so I don't cool them all down too quickly. And now I'm trying to peel the egg without cooling it down. I know there's probably like a very efficient way to do this that like gets it all off like really easily. I think it's like vinegar or something, but I didn't look that up. So that's a me problem. Okay, listen, it's not perfect, but that's okay. So focused right now. Must get aha! Okay, and now it says to like very slowly
close it.
Is that not right? There we go. Closed. I don't see a world in which this is going to form a star, and I thought I had large eggs, but it doesn't look like large enough. Next egg. Huh. Feel free to share your tips and tricks in the comments. I don't make a lot of hard-boiled eggs, so this isn't something that I am efficient in. I'll tell you what, really love the, oh no, I got a big piece come out. It's just a weird looking. It's gonna be one of those ones that like lives at the bottom of the ocean, you know, the one with the like thing that will forever haunt my dreams. The fact that that lives in the water and like people swim in it, I know it doesn't come under the surface, but I feel like it's going to. Like it'll live under the water until I decide to go frolicking in the ocean. And then it's like I am actually solar powered and then it'll come up and bite me. Because that's exactly what's gonna happen. Wow, this is a poor job. I give that a C-. That's okay because it's gonna be fish and it's still warm. So really, at the end of the day, I did it, everyone. Now let's close this in. Slowly, it says. Ooh, fish guts. Delicious. Okay, now the car. I boiled 4 because I figured one of them I was gonna mess up. So let's see. Am I gonna get all 3 of them basically prepared correctly? These are the questions. I love how we can just sit here and, you know, just peel eggs together. What are you doing right now? I'm just kind of curious. Are you in the kitchen? Are you folding laundry? Because that's what I do when I'm watching YouTube videos. And if you haven't subscribed, maybe now's a good time. Hey, that girl that peels eggs, she's fun. I want to watch her all the time. I was hoping that this car would be more like Lamborghini, and it's giving more back of the used car lot. And that's not even like I buy almost I think I've only ever bought used cars. Yeah, all of my cars have been used. But it's the one at the back that's going to the car garbage thing. What's that called? Car dumpster. Car lot. Car parts lot. Very well versed in car related things. No, you know what? I'm gonna change that. It's gonna be the scrappy one. Scrap yard. That's what it is, right? I think. So anyway, it's gonna be the scrappy one that, yeah, She has a little bit of some dings here and there, but she keeps trucking. That's what this car is. Slowly and close. Okay, now I need to stick these into some ice cold water. Ice bath. Ice baths are very popular right now. Everyone's doing them. It's supposed to be good for your mental health, but I feel like cold water, like ice cold water, is actually bad for my mental health. You know what's good for my mental health? Warm showers. Okay, now that's gonna go over there for 10 minutes to set. All right, it's been 10 minutes. So let's open up one of them and just see. Starting with the star. No, it did make an interesting flattened sort of egg. I think my egg just wasn't big enough. It almost looks like it tried. It tried to be a star. Didn't have what it takes. So you can see right there, I mean, the attempt was made, but I guess my egg just wasn't big enough. Okay, so that one, star, fail. Let's try the car. Drum roll, drum roll. Okay, well that's better. Scrappy Hilda, my car. She looks a little bit worse for wear on one side more than the other. But that's more of a me problem. Hold on, I'm coming over so you can see this. I had to come over to the back of the camera so that it sounds a little bit funny, but that's the one side. You can see where it was going, and then this is the other one. Yeah. I will take ownership that my egg peeling skills is not the best. However, I will also say that the mold didn't quite cut it. Again, egg size is probably key here. But let's try this one, because this one, it actually squished some of the egg out. So I'm hoping that this is gonna be it. This is the one. You know what? Okay. I do see it, and I do recognize that most of this is my fault. Like, you can see clearly that it has the indents, it has the eye, the shape is there, but obviously, you know, I've really messed up the peeling of this one. But like, look at those scales though. So listen, if you are a skilled egg peeler and you can make it perfectly smooth and you have larger eggs, then I think this could work. Like, the concept seems to work. However, if you're more like me and your eggs look a little battered, then I would just roll with that and not do this. It's a cute idea though, like, I get it. Very specific audience though. Okay, the next one are those, you know, sandwich cutters, but it doesn't necessarily have to be sandwiches. It could be toast. It could be, like, my kids love almond butter and jam in the morning. And I think for some of them, more than others, you could probably kind of fiddle around with what it is. So I figured we'd do that today and see where we net out. So I watched a couple of them. It came in this huge kit with like a whole bunch of different designs, but I wanted to get sort of a more intricate one, as well as some ones that would use the most amount of bread, because I've always found that to be the issue in the past. Like, you cut it out and you're like, wow, there's, you know, the outside of the sandwich and the inside of the sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a good use of sandwich cutting. And I wanted to choose 3 that sort of covers a bunch of different ones. Like, I wanted something super intricate. This is like a mommy elephant and a baby elephant. Like, just something about this is so adorable. But again, very small pieces. So what is this gonna look like as a sandwich versus, you know, a piece of toast? And then I wanted to do one that uses like a majority of the bread, because I find a lot of these, they're like a circle and you're like, great. So now I have the outside of the sandwich that now I am eating, and then the inside of the sandwich was now a very small sandwich for someone who's like 2.5, 3. So I chose this one, which is like a puzzle piece, but it looks like smaller, but it basically looks like it just cuts the crust off of bread. So I want to try that for a sandwich. And then the other one, again, it was sort of on the bigger side in amount of bread that it seemed to cut, was the heart. And I think that's adorable. It kind of looks like peacock feathers, if I'm honest, like looking at it now. But I mean, like, once you separate them, they'll just be cute little hearts. I don't know. Starting with bread. This one's a little bit more weedy than most, but I only have this in like a sourdough, which is more thin. So this one it is. So the first thing I want to test is on toast. I want to see how it cuts with toasted bread versus just squishy bread. Toast it! Because from there, I want to know if I can do like an almond butter and bread kind of thing for the morning and just like cut them out, make them cute little pieces, or are they just gonna look like weird, I don't know how to cut bread into 4 pieces. I feel like you need the top piece of bread, otherwise you're not gonna see the shape as much, but I wanna try. Toast done. So I'm gonna start with just butter. I'm gonna see how this goes. Let's see in terms of size. So, I mean, You kind of have to finagle this one a little bit to make sure that you get all of the edges. I wonder if I can do, you know what? I'm in it too deep now. I want to do the hearts, but I want to do jam on it. And they're like little red hearts. Okay, we need to do that. Too late. I'm on a train, can't get off. This is jam. This is the one that my brother-in-law Joshua made. And my kids are obsessed with and will not eat any other jam now. Just Uncle Joshua's jam. Let's see if I can make little cute hearts. Adorable. I'm really excited about this. So I have my bread with my jam. I'm gonna take my heart. This will be great, she said confidently. And then we push down. And use this as an opportunity to get this stuff off. And then we just pop them out. Okay, one's a little bit more hearty than the other one, but look how cute they are. Look at those. You can't tell me that's not adorable. They're so cute. And this is how much of the bread is left. Like, that's pretty good. Christopher, look. I made you a snack.
Adorable.
I know, right?
Yeah, really.
This is pretty cute.
Cute.
Can you guess what these are? I had to take them out of the fridge to show them before I ate them. What are you saying about my egg peeling?
I would have guessed marshmallow of some sort, but no, it's shinier than that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's like hard-boiled egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what's the shape though?
Well, I can see the mold, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have said turtle.
That's a good one, actually.
No,
That's a good
not
one.
bad.
Okay, okay. And then this guy.
Fish?
Yes!
I can see scales.
There we go.
It's not the most fish-like fish, but I can see the scales.
We don't know what lives at the bottom of the ocean, Christopher. Maybe that's what this is.
Nobody does.
Nobody does. That's not a bad level of leftover either. I'm gonna try a sandwich with some of these ones, but like, that's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, I tried. And now you have a little snack. I'm gonna take one though.
Not my snack then.
Well, I'm gonna make you a sandwich though.
All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna make
do
a
with
sandwich.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the snack that loves me back.
Bingo! Okay, now let's try untoasted. I'm gonna make a little salami and cheese sandwich. This is the biggest amount of cheese I've ever seen. Actually, fun hack, usually what we do is we'll hack this in half and then vacuum seal the other one and it'll last way longer. Just a fun little tip. It is really hard to cut sitting down, but now I'm committed. I'm also trying to cut fairly thin, so I feel like that'll be a little bit easier for the sandwich. Boop, ta-da. Christopher, would you like mustard on your sandwich?
What kind of sandwich?
It's salami and cheese.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Oh, for a second there, I thought we didn't have any mustard. That's a weird thing to run out of. I don't know why. It's like that and ketchup. I feel like I always have those. Mostly thanks to Christopher. Okay, sandwich is ready. Should we do the intricate one? Or should we do the puzzle piece? No, I want to do the intricate one. Ooh, you do not, you can see there, you are left with a lot of outside for this. What about this one? That's interesting. This is not as full coverage as I was expecting. That's disappointing. Weirdly enough, the heart was the most. Okay, well then I'm going all in for this guy then. All right, elephant, go all the way through. It does not want to do that. It says no, but I say, too bad. Come on. Now, granted, salami's not the easiest to cut. I will give them that. Trying to be a little bit helpful here. There we go. And now, let's see, did it go all the way through? It didn't. That's why you check the back. So, sandwich is all in there now. Let's see what it looks like when we take it apart. Oh, it's a lot of work though. Okay, come on. This is so much work. I'm like trying to push all the pieces there. I missed one. And it doesn't even look like an elephant. So bad. I mean, if I told you it was an elephant, you can kind of see it. Otherwise, who's to say what that is? Christopher, I have a sandwich for you.
That didn't sound promising. That sounded like a threat.
It's a good sandwich. It's just, I'm not even gonna have you guess because it's gonna hurt my feelings. It's an elephant with a baby elephant.
Okay, I mean, once you say it, that's a trunk, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the baby elephant isn't there at all.
I know. I'm a little sad about that. The more intricate you get, the worse this is gonna be.
That makes sense.
Like, it works for something that's really big like this. This is the only one that I think that I would ever use again. Any of the other ones is just gonna be way too much work, way too much waste. That ends up being your own. Oh, 100%. You're eating every single one of these pieces. But like, I'm just saying.
That's the good stuff.
That's the dad
dad's
sandwich.
meal.
That's the dad sandwich right there. But like, yeah, if you're making 3 of these, and then all of a sudden, can you imagine if I just sent the kids with that? Be like, here you go.
You'd get a call
You
from
get
the school.
Yeah, I've yet to find one of these things that I like really love. But I do like the heart. It's just like, you're not gonna buy the whole thing just for the heart. You know, that would be a waste. It's just not worth it. Just cut triangles or squares like the rest of us. Okay, now onto one that's like lunch adjacent. And it's joke cards that you can put in kids' lunches. Which I think is adorable. But let's see, you know, are they funny? Will my kids think they're funny? Like the quality of the cards is nice. Like I'll show you. They have all these like really pretty, I don't have two cameras right now, so I'm gonna come around and show you. Like it's on good quality paper and I really like the designs on them. They're really pretty. And like all these different colors, you get a ton of them, 150 I think. And then on the back, it has the answer and then you can also like write your own little note, which is adorable. Okay, Christopher, I have some jokes for you. Can a kangaroo jump higher than a house?
Yes, a house can't jump.
Ugh, that's correct.
Nailed it.
That one's an easy one. How do we know that the ocean is friendly?
How?
It waves. What do you call an old snowman?
What?
Water.
I like that one.
These are cute. Honestly, I think you're gonna pack these in my kids' lunches. They're creative. What time do ducks wake up?
The quack of dawn?
Oh, it's correct.
Nailed it.
These are cute. I can see my kids like enjoying them and thinking they're funny. It's a nice way to brighten up their day. And I can see them sharing the jokes with friends too.
That's a really good idea. I like those a lot.
Right? So excited about these. I'm stoked. And I actually have a similar product and it's a little bonus. It's not Amazon, but I wanted to share it because it's sort of like in the back to school world and I wanted to try it. So I'm including it. It's not Amazon, but it is an Etsy shop. And it's by the brand Inkling. And it's these like little scratch off notes that you can add to your kids' lunches. But wait, because what you do is you write whatever you want on the little card and then you cover it and like paste on one of the scratch off pieces on top. So when they scratch it off, it's like a custom little note. How cute is that? That's such a creative idea. Again, I have to come around and show you. It's on really nice cardstock, like nice and thick, so it's easy to scratch off without tearing it. The designs are really pretty. I think these are adorable. So I'm gonna try one. I wanna see what it's gonna like, if it's gonna scratch off any of the ink that I put on, all that kind of stuff. Taco with a mustache. Okay, I'm gonna do the banana one. Christopher?
Yep.
Can I ask you to write me a note and then cover it with this and I'm gonna try and scratch it off. Also, I'm kind of curious what kind of a mess this is gonna make because if you're having them scratch it off around their food, like I don't really want that. I'd have to clarify that in advance, I feel like. I'm honestly just so excited about these cards. They're so good. What do you call a dinosaur that's sleeping?
What?
A dino-snore.
I don't like that one.
Come on! That's a great one. What did the little corn say to the mama corn? Where's popcorn?
Okay, that redeemed it.
I really enjoy these. I'm very excited about them. Christopher, what are you writing on there?
An essay.
I was gonna say, it's a full novella right there. I'm very excited. Ooh, thank you. So it has a little scratch off piece on top and that was easy to apply. I assume it's just like a sticker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, now I'm going to scratch it. It does say on it as well, scratch me, in case your kid's like, just like, what am I doing with this? Oh, this is coming off really nicely. Christopher, did you write me a joke?
I don't know.
Wait, what's red and smells like blue paint? See reverse. Red paint? Christopher.
I mean, yeah.
Unbelievable. Okay, well, I mean, like, it didn't scratch off any of his writing or anything, and the card is still intact. It did leave, you know, the bits everywhere though, so I would just be careful with that. Kids' lunch and their food and stuff. Maybe have them do that on their desk, away from the food. But like, it's really cute, and then they can like keep them, or at least that's what my kids do. They have like a whole, you know, collection of like little ravens. Okay, moving on. We have more school stuff. Starting with something that I'm actually very excited to try, and it's highlighter tape. I have never heard of this before, but it's tape that you can apply and it's gonna give you that perfect line, and it's highlighter, which is so cool. And I think this would be good too for me because I like highlighting books, but I'm also scared of ruining the book. So I want to know if I can like put this down and then if I decide later I don't want it there anymore, can I remove it, or is it like stuck there now forever? I don't know. It comes with like a bunch of really fun colors. Okay, let's see. Let's do it in my daily planner on a page where apparently I just wrote package returns and that's it. Apparently I was returning something to Aritzia and that was all I did that day. Okay, let's try the blue one. Wait a minute. It's not coming off evenly. which makes me nervous. I guess that's just what keeps it together. I was like, that's not blue. Okay, but now where's the edge of it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm just gonna take some off. I'm gonna rip it and put it down. It looks very pretty. Hang on. You can see it right there. Looks pretty, but let's see what happens if I try and remove it. Oh, easy. Okay, well now I'm excited. And the color is nice too. Like it's pigmented, but you can still see through it really, really well. Now it does come off easily, and I can see like an edge starting to creep up. So if you're peeling it off a ton, it's gonna lose its stickiness. Let's try pink. They tear very easily too. That's like a very bright neon. I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna show you. Some of them are definitely more pigmented than the other ones are, and you can see here, like, I didn't make mine long enough. So, I mean, I could move that, but you can't just add to it the way you could with just a regular highlighter. It's real pretty though, and it does come off very, very easily. So if you wanted to do that in a book where maybe you have to take them out after, you can. Doesn't seem to change anything at all. That's awesome. I really like these. I think these would be good too if you have textbooks and you want to resell them and you don't mind, again, this is if you don't mind going through and removing all of these at the end of the year, you might be able to get more money versus if they're already highlighted. Or maybe you just want to play with your journal and make it look really fun. They do work and they do peel off easily and you can move them around and stuff. I like them. All right, another thing I found on Amazon that I didn't even know existed. Like I didn't even know you could do this with Amazon. And that is custom like name tags for your kids' stuff. You can actually go in and put in your kid's name or your own name or whatever name, and they'll send you like customized ones. I thought that was so cool. So I got ones for Luke because he's the most likely to lose things. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So I have, oh, you can't see that. Basically when I went in and I was customizing it, you can choose, they have different themes and then they have different pictures that you can use. Now the one thing is that they will all be the same picture. I was kind of hoping that it would be just a bunch of like different space related images and they would just print his name on it. But no, it's just the one. So there is that. But if you find one picture that your kid's like real excited about, then I mean, right there. But these are labels you can use on clothing. They can go through the washer, the dryer, they can go in the dishwasher and they're gonna last. You just have to put them onto clean clothes or a clean water bottle or something like that, and it's supposed to last really well. So I'm gonna put one on Luke's water bottle and I'm gonna put it on his shirt, and I will keep you posted if they actually last through at least one wash. Then what's another one I found? Oh, this thing. And it's these little like stapler removers. They look so cool online. I was like, that's awesome looking. And I figured this would be really useful, especially for teachers. I can see this to be like hopefully anyway, a really useful tool. I'll just have to figure out how it works. Shove this in and then use this side to crush it or something. I don't know. Well, let's staple some stuff. All right. Ta-da. Oh no, I didn't want that staple to be there, she said. We're basically just sliding this tool under. I mean, it did get it out. Left a hole in my page though. I don't understand what you're supposed to do with the other side though. Okay, so it can do up to 20 sheets and then this side has a magnet in it. Where did my... Oh, it was stuck to the magnet. There you go. So basically you can take out all of the staples and then at the end you can like collect them all up, round them all up with the magnet. Oh, that's clever. It does work. I mean, you will leave a hole in your page, but I guess you really can't get around that really. I was hoping for minimal damage to the page. It does have, you know, a kind of substantial hole there, but you know what? It was easy and then I didn't have to pick at it with my nails. Okay, now I need to show you something, but I'm gonna have to go to the floor to show you this one. And that is because it's a big box. Excuse the Duplo. And basically what this is, just so you know, it's like a floor seat for kids that you can use in the classroom, you can use it at home, and it has a little desk in front of you. It's supposed to hold the weight of a really heavy laptop or backpack. You can write on it, and it's for kids who want to sit on the floor while they're doing things, or maybe as a class you want to bring the kids outside to do some work, and it's like a nice easy setup. So I bought one. I need to know if this is any good. Okay. Ooh, ah. They come in a bunch of colors as well, but I figured it's gonna be floating around my house, and so I want it black to kind of like blend in with everything. Ugh. So it's not metal, it's that like, you know what I'm talking about? This material right here. I hope that helps. You know what it is? It feels like a chair from school. You know, when you sit on that like plastic stuff, that's what that is. Okay, so you're supposed to sit like this. Oh, you know what? Actually, this is quite nice. And I also use this. Wow, okay. So it does hold, it does move obviously, but like it's gonna rock you forward, you know? I can see a lot of kids just sort of rocking on it. It's actually kind of soothing. And it's all in one piece, which is what I was reading. A lot of the reviews of it were people that it's one piece, so you don't have pieces going missing, or like a kid leaves the top over there and the bottom over there. They also have cushions, though I think they're extra in terms of like, I think it's like $14 more, which is expensive, especially if you're, you know, have a certain budget for your classroom. But I can see this also being nice if you're just trying to teach your kids and want to teach them from home, or even just allowing them the opportunity to kind of sit wherever and be in like a proper position to write. Kind of like that. Though I don't think I'd want a laptop here. Hang on. It does fall like that. That's worth noting. Blah. Actually, that's not as close as I thought it was. I was kind of worried that this was going to feel like it was like too close and you were like up here like a raptor, but it's actually a surprisingly fine distance to be typing on. Honestly, I kind of like this. I can see it not being the most comfortable long term, like especially like if I'm sitting on a cushy carpet with this on it. I can see sitting on a hard floor for a long period of time with this, not the most comfortable. Also worth noting, if you have a kid that just is gonna just stand up randomly, that's gonna fall on the floor immediately, because obviously it's not gonna stand where it is. So I can see that sort of something that's gonna take some time to get used to. It's also a little bit textured on the top here, so I would personally hate kind of writing on it like just one piece of paper at a time, or a test or something, because it's kind of gritty. Not gritty, but you know what I mean? Anyway, it's good to know that it's available and it's something that might be helpful for you in your current setup. I kind of like it for myself. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to mention this because it is kind of back to school-y, and it's something that we use in our home, and it's a chore list. And this is something that I do for my kids. I've turned theirs over, but you can obviously, there are a couple of pieces of paper, you can fit them in and then put them in like this. And then as they go through their morning, then they can move them from checked or X'd or whatever it is. And it just is a really nice visual reminder on like what needs to get done in the morning or evening, or just in general throughout the day. The one that I got comes in a pack of 2, is really easy to use. Really the most difficult part was like, I made little, because I'm ridiculous, I made little lines to where I had to like fill in the information. I'm sure there's an easier way, but like I really like this, so I just wanted to mention it. As always, I will put links to everything that we tested out down below for you guys. Let me know which one was like the most intriguing for you, or maybe there are ones that you really like for back to school. Leave me a comment, let me know. I hope that you guys are having a super fantastic day, and I will see you guys all in the next one.